celebrating 25 years, October 25th through 26th, 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Walk our haunted trails if you dare. I think Kelly and I are doing this with her sisters. Just kind of hanging out, waiting for my coffee at Starbucks. A medium black pike roast. The store is temporarily closing for some exciting updates. It's roughly a pretty new Starbucks. Only been here a select amount of times, but we're in the area. I figured, let's stop at Starbucks today. Yeah, they have a couple of storage containers here. Rent Me Stow Core, right across from the Enterprise. They'll pick you up. Welcome to today's video as a recording of this Tuesday, October 8th, the first day of Prime Day, running 2 days, today, tomorrow the 9th. Also, Kohl's running their 3-day deals, started yesterday on the 7th, running through the 9th, where you're basically getting 3 times your rewards if you have a Kohl's card, or 3 times just being a member. A little bit less being a member than the Kohl's card. Actually, I haven't used my new Kohl's card yet. Getting the itch to use it. Also, Target is, of course, doing their Circle Week, and Walmart running a ton of sales. So I'm going to kind of bypass Walmart. I did look earlier today. Not really what I'm looking for, what most people I'm imagining aren't looking for. So I'm going to focus on the big 3, Target, Amazon, and Kohl's. I almost said Best Buy. And run over a couple of, I don't know, we'll talk about it. Are they deals? Do you buy or do you pass? Stop at Hobby Lobby first, see if there's any deals going on over here. And then, yeah, go to Target, got a coffee, and probably the hottest coffee I've had in a long time. It's really hot. Unfortunately, the deals aren't super hot. I think they're okay, and there are a couple that I want to focus on, and then at the end of the video, go over what I think possible buys right now, unless you want to wait to Black Friday. And as always, when we're in this area, big shout out to Mr. Peanut. He's always just kind of hanging around over here. Never seen this move. Check it out, somebody left their Pokemon card here. Maybe playing Pokemon Go, like the actual Pokemon Go, not on your app, like the real thing. And over here, I left my coffee on the picnic table. Speaking of hot, I'm kind of hot in this sweatshirt. I thought it was gonna be a lot cooler out today. Actually, kind of warm under the sun here. I guess maybe I could have gotten away with a t-shirt, but I opted to put a zip-up hoodie. I grabbed it this morning when I left the house, so rocking the sweatshirt. Might be a little early on that. Get my coffee, and yeah, we'll run into Hobby Lobby. Okay, Hobby Lobby is in on the deals along with a lot of other retailers this week, running 50% off of wall decor through October 12th. So same kind of time frame as Circle Week. I know Kohl's is going to end after tomorrow. On the 10th will be a whole new set of days, possibly Kohl's Cash coming back. So if you kind of do the math and kind of factor everything around, if you pass on triple the rewards, the Kohl's Cash and the rewards kind of mixed together, it's pretty much the same discount, a little bit more with the Kohl's Cash, but as I said yesterday, you don't get everything at once. You'll get the Kohl's Cash first, and then of course the rewards after you have to use that Kohl's Cash. But it doesn't knock anything happening at Kohl's, and that's what I wanted to start out with. I think we're gonna hit a Kohl's, but just because we mentioned the Kohl's Cash, and I saw the NBA and the basketball, which kind of reminds me of like the Miami Heat logo, or the Phoenix Suns, the Shaq Jam. If I was to purchase it, it would have been at Kohl's just to get the rewards or the Kohl's Cash. But I don't know what the rush is. I'm kind of opting that maybe I chance it to Black Friday, and that's kind of the thing with everything going on. And we'll talk about some good sales happening at Target and Amazon when it comes to Arcade1up. The difference is at Kohl's is it's the points. You're gonna pay less on certain things at Target and Amazon, but the other cabinets aren't discounted, but you'll get the points. So it's kind of confusing. Long story short, might wait till Black Friday. Well, this is a new Spider-Man right here. 3-pack canvas set. Okay, oh, so you put them together. I thought it was just, the skinny. So it's one of those have the middle and both the sides, $49.99. It's the home decor, so yeah, it's 50% off. Not a bad price, and yeah, it really caught my eye along with the Hulk. But yeah, that was a new one. Haven't seen that one. I'm a sucker for any nostalgic Spider-Man, especially this logo. Also, so I don't forget about this, seeing the Jurassic Park logo at the Pinball Expo, which is
Josh, to the registers, please. Thank you.
Okay, we'll wait for that intercom. A week from this coming up weekend, actually kind of the dates in my head, maybe like the 19th, 20th, when I'll be there in October, At Games will have all their pinballs. Jurassic Park, from what I understand, will be the only one not available to pick up and, you know, to take with you. You know, if I was there and I wanted to buy Jurassic Park, I could buy it, but I wouldn't be able to take that with me. They're not going to have any of those at the Pinball Expo. And the thing about some of the cabinets, before we start talking about some of the sales, is the shipping could go up drastically next year. So kind of keep that in mind. Not trying to talk you in, not trying to talk myself into an At Games, but speaking about Arcade1up, like anything we see now, let's say they restock something, let's say there's another NBA Jam coming out. Shipping may be more, and that's the whole reason for those Slimcades and why I see the XLs and I want to jump on it, because I understand the fact that they want to cut costs on the shipping. It makes sense, otherwise we could pay twice as much for the actual cabinet. Might be the same with At Games, so kind of breaking some of that down. Maybe that's why we're seeing what we're seeing. On cabinets we aren't really crazy about, and especially the Slimcades. Perfect example of this is I pre-ordered 4 of the Batman animated series from Target. Originally was supposed to ship and I'd have it between the 9th and 14th. Today's the 8th. Got an email from Target today that now it's estimated October 22nd for all of them. Batman, Two-Face, Batgirl, and of course the Christmas Joker. I went into Target when I saw this. I'm like, well, you know what, I'll just cancel this and I'll buy, and then I could use that discount. You know, they have, you know, save 20 on anything over 75. So, you know, you add all these up, I could get, you know, 20 or maybe 40 off. They're not available. So there's obviously a holdup with these figures. That's why we haven't seen them yet. And it explains one thing, that shipping could be a little bit of a challenge going forward. So I just want to throw that out there. And of course the animated series could be here. You know, you pre-order, and then the fact of the matter is the stores end up getting it before you get your pre-order. Same thing happened to me with Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I pre-ordered, I believe, at Best Buy. Walmart comes in after the fact. People, you know, cancel their orders, jumped over to Walmart, got their cabinets, and it just turns into this whole fiasco. And every time I say I'm not going to pre-order anymore, and then I do it again. So it is possible that, you know, they do show up in stores, but as far as my pre-order, yeah, it looks like another 2 weeks till I get the animated series. So Kohl's running the points, but Target running some decent deals. And the funny thing is Target and Amazon both running different sales on Arcade1up. So it's kind of take your pick, you buy or you pass. So I found 3 or 4 cabinets that I think are decent deals, and we run the risk. We can purchase now. We can wait till Black Friday, because I mean Black Friday comes around and it could either be a repeat of what we're seeing now, so it's not really a loss, or you gamble and, you know, you get it for a little bit cheaper. I don't expect, you know, clearance pricing for Black Friday, but I do expect a little bit different, a little cheaper than what Target's doing now. Now just remember Yoga Flame here sitting at $399.99 at Target. And of course, Attack from Mars. Look at the look at $749.99. It's like my eyes playing tricks on me here. But there are some decent deals, and there is one here that I would say I'd purchase it. I always like to come back to the Street Fighter 2 Deluxe, and then you see that $575.99. Street Fighter 2 sitting at $424.99 right now. This is the cheapest price on this. When it first came out, it was $399. I bought it Amazon through I believe Spreetail for $399. Some people actually picked it up for $299, call it an open box. You know, you figure the deluxe cabinets are $4.99. This isn't bad. Black Friday could be $3.99, so you know, $25. You know, do you pick something like this up now, or do you wait? And actually, there's a couple different choices here. I'm going to go to Time Crisis for a second. Time Crisis at Target is the cheapest out of anywhere right now, at $575.99. Now, this isn't the cheapest we've seen Time Crisis. The lowest it's been since it originally came out at $749.99 was, I believe, right here at Target for $549.99. So $25, $26. I think Black Friday, you're going to see this back at $549. Head over to Galaga. Cabinet was sold out for a while, resurfaced. Look at this, $424.99. So the same price as the Street Fighter 2. Some people were paying $599. Now there is a $599 cabinet at Target. I'll show you the difference. $424.99. Pretty good price for Galaga. And just keep in mind that both those Galagas are the Vault Edition. So you get that little sign, the certificate, and of course everything lights up. You do have the $599.99. Comes with the stool. So for an extra $150, like, it's really kind of justified when I just said that, but you get a stool. It does say 1981 if you went that route, but $424.99 for just, you know, the Galaga might be the best deal at Target right now. And just a quick break in between Arcade1up. We'll just kind of take a little inventory here on anything new, but I didn't expect, you know, that they'd just randomly be here. Seeing Mumra up here, those Thundercats. I know there was Lion-O, there was another one. I believe that was NECA. I don't think it was Super 7. Haven't seen those yet either. You know, stuff just surfaces when you least expect it, like when you stumble across a Voltron. You know, and then, you know, just a random Masters of the Universe down here. Like, you usually don't store these here, so you just gotta kind of go through everything when you're kind of searching for stuff. You know, it pops out like that, the Joker Mobile. But yeah, no animated series yet. So it might be a delay across the board. If you have that in your wallet, where you have until the 12th to use a coupon where you spend so and so and get, you know, 15, 20. I guess it just depends what you spend at Target. I guess everyone's rewards are different with the circle. You know, you could always pick something up and then get a discount on top of the already sale price. But Time Crisis, Galaga, and Street Fighter 2, all the deluxe, decent prices right now. One of the best deals on Arcade1up is the $379.04 for Yoga Flame. This is another cabinet that I'm going to talk about later on in the video. Mind you, around Christmas time last year, this was $299 at Kohl's, plus you got Kohl's cash. $379.04 might be the new $299. But this is the cheapest this cabinet has been. Possibly could get down to $349, and you know, always that $299 later on. Like, if it's just something that I don't think sells out in the next week, 2 weeks, you might see this drop. But just kind of want to throw out there that $379.04 is the cheapest for Yoga Flame right now. Claw Machine looks like it's direct from Amazon. So yeah, if we went to pre-order, so it would probably just send you here, and it looks like you get it November 7th. It's just fast how that's showing up. And the thing about this, since we talked shipping before, you know, next year, I mean, things could drastically change. They could be lighter, they could be smaller. It just depends. You know, if that whole thing of if shipping's really going to cost that much more, you know, just kind of prep yourself. You know, if you see stuff out there, you know, and the price is low enough, then you want to jump on it. Like how they remind you, hey, this $379.04. Just the newest news is the Pac-Man Plus Deluxe, just announced today. Another rehash. Hey, I didn't really process that one. Look at the price on this. Remember, it was $749.99 at Target. I picked this up for my parents almost 2 years ago for $399 at Best Buy. $449.99 is the lowest I've seen this since. And the Mortal Kombat 2 head-to-head is $299. This games list with Sinistar, with Gorf, you can get that on the XL at Costco, but you don't have the Mortal Kombat games. And you have Golden Tee. So the Defender Partycade completely sold out. All you can play Gorf, Sinistar on is this and the cabinet at Costco. So if you want to pick this up for $299, I'm sure Kohl's has this sale later on with some Kohl's cash. You might be able to pick it up, get that incentive, but another decent price from Amazon. I always said I'd like to see these drop to $199. And the pub table back at $299. Another $199 I think would be instant buys for a lot of people. I mean, heck, they've been sitting around for so long. At this point, you gotta wonder when, if they go any lower than that. It's $299, you kind of expect that on like a 4-player. But something, I mean, this is a 4-player, but and with this form factor, gosh, maybe $249.99. But I could see that just completely selling out if they actually went down to $199. A lot of the Batman clearance and those smaller figures, we were at a different Target yesterday, and Batman was still there, Bane was still there, and all of those have been picked over. You see they dropped it down to $349. I think it was $449 yesterday. I mean, that's like 1992 pricing, isn't it? The pawn head-to-head is also $299. So the pub table and the head-to-head both at $299. I think that's pretty much everything at Amazon. Yeah, see, the Street Fighter 2 is more at Amazon than it's in at Target. I'm going to show you something just crazy. You're not going to believe this. At first I saw one. I saw Jim Carrey right here. Target having Batman Forever. Look at this. I bought him on eBay. If I would have just waited. Oh, there's more. There's more. You have Ben Affleck from The Flash. Adam West is at Target. You know, if I would have just waited, I could have just got this for $24.99. And here he's just sitting at this Target. So Mendez always tells me that, you know, the Target we usually go to a lot, that has Mr. Fox, has Super Mr. Fox, they don't get everything right away. This Target gets more, and that's why when I come here, I kind of expect to see if they had the McFarlanes, if they had the new Batman animated series, it would be here, because I mean, right here is just proof. Commander Steel. Look at Sinestro. And I heard, this is what Mendez was telling me about. He said Sinestro. There was a yellow Sinestro. Well, here he is. And there's 3 of them. There's 2 more up here. It's unbelievable. Just stumbling across this stuff on all weeks, Circle Week, where somebody could come in here who hasn't already picked this, the majority of what they were looking for, and really take advantage, because yeah, if they're spending $75 or more, you get that 20 off. And I would have canceled my order that's kind of holding up now for pre-order, and actually got it for $5 cheaper. So I think I got everything for 15 off. This would have been 20. So yeah, we would have saved some money. So if anyone kind of lucks out at Target, could really make out this week. I'm so mad at myself for ordering Robin on eBay. I mean, I could have just waited, what was that, about a week and a half? Maybe 2 weeks? And he was here. Could have got him for almost half the price. Got to be patient. And this is, okay, here's I'm going to teach myself a lesson here when it comes to Shack Jam. Forget the rewards, forget the Kohl's cash. When the price is at where I want it to be, I'll make that decision. I don't want to just rush because I got KI Pro, got excited about what if we get all the XLs. I think that the purchase at Costco had to be made. Potentially selling out. There are Costco's in Illinois even further than what I drove on Sunday. That's taken care of. There's one XL that I want to get. Something has to go, and I'm having a hard time deciding with that. I don't know if I keep 2 NBA Jams. I mean, I don't want to make this decision right now. I'm going to hold off on that. I should have held off on Robin. So kind of some advice, myself, anyone looking for stuff. We just walked into Target and look what we saw. if, you know, GameStop, the same situations. Sometimes we just gotta pump the brakes and everything will come our way. And I think the coolest thing is, with Kohl's, with Target and Amazon, you have all day to, look at Amazon right here, you have all day to take advantage of anything. Like, there's a full day left of Kohl's and Amazon. Target will go through Saturday. So it kind of gives you a little bit to process. There's some really good stuff going on at Target right now. I was kind of a little disappointed with Circle. Then I noticed some of the deals on Arcade1up, and then of course just finding stuff that I didn't expect to be there. So yeah, I guess it just depends what you buy at Target that determines when they do give you the Circle rewards, because everyone gets something different. I'm just kind of switching gears from Arcade1up. They do have this 70% off clearance at Kohl's. So like all the clothes that I guess I could have still gotten away with today, instead of wearing this hooded sweatshirt, all discounted. And then of course the 25% off. We saw that yesterday. I came here to do a little bit of recon on the jacket that I wanted to get. So I was gonna get Shack Jam, and then with the rewards or the Kohl's cash, depending on when I would have made that purchase, I was gonna use it towards the jacket. I just wanna see if it's at this location or if it's something that I'll have to get online. It's down to $90. I think, you know, I just purchased the jacket. I just do it online. They're not showing up in store. And then, you know, just worry, let the deals come. Just like we saw Robin, we saw Jim Carrey. All these McFarlanes just sitting around at Target. Let everything come our way, and, you know, save the whole, you want to get nuts, you know, for another time. Come on, let's get nuts. Yeah, we're going to hold off on Shaq for a little bit and just kind of appreciate and just kind of value the golden tee I got, KI Pro. Keep the hobby going. Like, don't try to get everything done in a week span here. We're not going to get nuts tonight. I think the thing to take from this is we have a whole day. Like, you can process all day on Wednesday. If you want to take advantage of rewards, if you want to get something from Amazon, even Target, but you have until Saturday for Target. And I'm sure Kohl's Cash comes back. Like, it's just this whole continuation thing. Like, if you miss out on one thing, something else comes back. So it's kind of, at Kohl's, you kind of get the deals either way. But for us, you know, people out there that are waiting for X-Men to drop, waiting for Golden Axe to drop, me waiting for Shaq, you know, it gives us something to look forward to for Black Friday, the whole Black Friday week leading into Cyber Monday, that, you know, we could buy something now, or we could just be patient, and heck, who knows, maybe we'll walk away with something that's going to be far more rewarding and just exciting. You know, the waiting, it's the hardest part, but it has its perks, right? It could be well worth it. So just want to throw that out there. I kind of, you know, I get one thing, I get KI Pro, realizing that Costco is going to sell out on Golden Tee midway. I can just chill on other things, on Shaq. I could have chilled on getting Robin and just waited a week and a half, 2 weeks, and could have got him tonight. I would have been like, oh my gosh, forget GameStop. Like, he was sold out at GameStop. And that's another thing about the shipping is, just because one store sells out, another store could get it. And the delay in shipping, this whole thing could just be crazy next year. So if there's something and it's at the right price, you might want to just get it. We have no idea how long things could take. My Batman animated series could get postponed later on. If it does, if it gets pushed back any further than the 22nd, I'm just going to cancel and then just, you know, be excited when I see it in the store. I did like the $575.99 at Target with Time Crisis, but remember, it was $549.99 not too long ago. I'm predicting we're going to see another $549.99 in another month and a half. I think it's a $499 cabinet. I just want to state that this is a $500 cabinet, but the lowest I see this going is $549. A little cheaper than $575. So if you're thinking about Time Crisis, I just kind of hold off a little bit and wait for Target's next sale. If I was going to make a decision and I didn't have Galaga Deluxe, and, you know, if I had that fear that, you know, we're not going to see this, I mean, who knows? The $424.99, I think this is the best deal that Target's running. Out of everybody right now, I like this price. The lowest it's ever been was $399, $25 higher than that. I don't know if this gets down to $399, but if I had to pick between Time Crisis and Galaga, I'd go Galaga right now. I mean, don't forget, they were asking 600 plus not too long ago. Then these surfaced again at Target, and now it's sitting there under that $499, your typical deluxe price. So just kind of wanted to throw out there, when I saw this price, I go, Galaga to me is, I think it's the good deal going on right now. But a lot could change on Black Friday. And if you hold out, it might be $399. But it's not too bad. The same goes for Street Fighter 2 Deluxe, sitting at $424.99. This has been as low as $299 open box, $399 when it came out. I purchased mine for $399. If you're on the hunt and you want Street Fighter 2 Deluxe, it's not a bad price. I think this could potentially be a lot lower. It's kind of the one of its kind in the whole cabinet build, but I would chance this. I don't see this selling out. There's a lot of places that have the Deluxe. So if you want something a little bit cheaper, if you want to chance this, I would hold off on Street Fighter 2 Deluxe, but I would take full advantage of Galaga. I don't think Galaga, just because it's the Vault, the special edition, limited edition, I just see that one kind of holding its value a little bit more, and more kind of a special cab. And the reason is there's another cabinet just like Street Fighter 2 Deluxe that's a little bit cheaper. I almost forgot where I put my certificate of authenticity for Galaga. I gotta put this up yet. I put up NBA Jam, that's downstairs in Lucky's gym, but I completely forgot to put this up. So if you pick up anything with the Vault, the 3M that they use isn't the greatest, so I ended up using those command strips. So just something to keep in mind. I tried to scrape this off. It does not come off well, so I just put the command strips right over that. But yeah, it's a limited edition here, and I think it's a special cap. The Street Fighter 2 does not have the certificate of authenticity. It's not from the Vault. And that's another thing about the NBA Jam Deluxe is, it's a special cab. And I know it's not an XL, but there is that whole Vault meaning with it. So I guess that's to be continued. Amazon with the $379.04. The thing about Yoga Flame, the thing about Shinku, and I know Shinku isn't on sale, but the same games list on my Street Fighter 2 Turbo, on the Yoga Flame, is on the Street Fighter 2 Deluxe. And it's about $50 cheaper. Now, you do have, the potential of this coming down. Maybe $299, maybe $349. But right now, I just wanted to point that out, that I'm not going to say that the Deluxe is a must-have at the $429. You can still get the Street Fighter 2 Turbo, same games. And, having 3 Street Fighter 2s, this is one of my favorite cabinets because it is so beat-em-up heavy. I think Loki started the game because she's been leaping around. It looks so good lit up together, with the light LEDs in the back. So yeah, I think, if you wanted to get in on some online beat 'em up, some online Street Fighter 2, can't go wrong with Yoga Flame, but you do have that potential that could be, it could be $25, could be $50 cheaper in another month. But yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. I love this cabinet. It's one of my favorites because of the games, and I'm glad I picked it up, and I'm glad I'm keeping it. I kind of lobbied around the fact that I might sell it, but no, I mean, look how good it looks next to all these. It even supports cats too. And I did add the $15 Kohl's Cash, bringing it down to $75, and they're giving me $16.88 in rewards. So not too bad. It's not Shack Jam, but boy, am I looking forward to Black Friday.